Shalom, giving all praise to Yahawashi, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Yahawashi Brakatham to you, hopefully elect. This is just going to be a quick hit based off, this past Saturday. During the camp, you had a Jake come up in a real vexed spirit. And, the Jake was pretty much explaining, a lot of his situations, certain things that he's been through, some of his circumstances in his life and things of that nature, and basically how he was tired, man, and basically how, pretty much the Jake he's tired, man, and it's just spirit because me and one of the brothers, we had stepped off camera real quick, and as we were walking back to the camp, we were discussing this on how Jake, man, Jake is tired, that it's the spirit, because we were talking about that, and sure enough, we walked back up to the camp, and this Jake, man, like I said, he was he was just talking about some of his life circumstances and dealing with as far as Esau and what Esau's done to him. Jake, he was locked up and things of that nature, and he was going into how they treated him, and things of that nature. And again, the Jake, he was tired, man. He was fed up to the point where you could Esau did him so wrong to the point where he was talking about how pretty much murder was on his mind, man. He really wanted to do something to someone, he really wanted to take Esau out, when for the most part we all get to that point every now and then to where it's just like, man, you want to smack the first Edomite that you see, because you just, whether it be a movie that you watch or something that you go through in your personal life or whatever the case may be, so oftentimes, man, we get that feeling to where we really want to grab an Edomite and just choke him out and stomp him out or whatever, man. And I wanted to tell him, I wanted to bring out his precept here in Revelation. As a matter of fact, before I get that, I want to get this, because it's not up to us to take matters into our own hands, in due time, because again, a lot of Jake, most of us, if not all of us in the truth at least, we want payback. We want to get our hands on these doubles. We want real retribution. All right, not the fiat currency that Esau's trying to offer. These 2/3 of our people. You see, we don't want no fake. We don't want the fake money. All right. You see, because we at the end of the day, man, we want your neck, man. We want Esau's neck, and we want to subdue these devils, man. We want to have these devils under our feet, and hey, because we were going into it during the camp, pretty much, man. We're going to get our payback in due time, and we're going to do to Esau what he did to us, but in righteousness, because, I had to, told the brother, man, that, yeah, we're going to get our payback. We're going to do to them what they did to us in righteousness, because with that, we're not going to be breaking their men or anything like that. We're going to get our payback, but in righteousness, of course. All right. But, you see, we have to wait, because Yahawashi has to get first dibs. Yahawashi has to get his first. Because again, a lot of times we get we just want to grab and eat an Edomite and just take him out right then and there. But that's why I'm going to get this in 1 Thessalonians 5. First Thessalonians 5 and 15. It says, "See that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men." So you see, we can't basically take matters into our own hands. When someone does us wrong and whatnot, all right, unless it's a situation to where, you or one of your loved ones or something like that is in immediate danger and you had to defend yourself, of course, but hey, at the end of the day, vengeance belongs to Yahawashi. It's in his hands, because like I said, hey, we pretty much get done wrong all the time. And part of this being in this truth is learning to conquer this flesh, because it's easy to go on a road rage just because someone cuts you off, and you end up man, just getting into a complete road rage and just acting like a child and spazzing out. It's easy to do that. But it's harder to just, because I always say, and I did a lesson on it a few months ago, about how being in this truth, it comes with a lot of L's and taking shit on the chin. A lot of things we just gotta take it on the chin, man. Like they say, turn the other cheek. And that's a part of what this being in this truth is about, is learning to conquer this flesh and letting just letting the spirit take over and walking in the spirit. You see, because we can't be carnal. Like I said, just because someone does us wrong and you want to render evil for evil, well, we can't do that. All right, because again, at the end of the day, Yahawashi, vengeance belongs to him. You see, so we just like I said, we gotta just take it on the chin, man. And in due time, hey, the Lord, he's going to avenge us in due time. But again, because the thing is, Yahawashi, man, he has to get his first, because no one wants it more than Yahawashi. That's something that we got to understand. Yahawashi, no one wants it more than Yahawashi. All right, that feeling of just, because again, man, like I said, whether it be through watching a movie or Edomite does you wrong at the job or whatever, that emotion that you get from watching. And when I talk about watching a movie, I'm talking about like a slavery movie or something. Like I just recently watched a Jazzman's Blues, on Netflix, and that shit pissed me off. Even though in the movie, pretty much the Jake was wicked. Not to spoil it and give no details or anything, but nevertheless, even though Jake was wicked, nevertheless, just seeing those type of movies, because I know growing up, my grandmother, she talked about how she doesn't watch those slavery movies. She doesn't watch movies pertaining to slavery, and over the years, or I'll say in recent years, more so, I understand why she is like that, because she's in her 70s, so she grew up in that time of slavery and whatnot. So it's a difference between just knowing about these things and seeing these things in the movies and whatnot, but it's another thing to actually live through it And like I said, my grandmother, she actually lived through those times. So nevertheless, like I said, like I said, I remember her just saying that throughout when I was younger, growing up, how she doesn't watch those movies, those type of movies, and I understand now. You know, I get it. You know, and pretty much, because for a while I stopped watching those movies. You know, because you get, like I said, that emotion that you get, man, is just you know, you just it makes you feel some type of way. You know, and pretty much the only reason I watch these type of movies now, like I said, I just watched the Jazzman's Blues on Netflix. You know, as well, I watched Emancipation not too long ago. The only reason why I watch these movies now is just for the you know, the spiritual gems. You know, because pretty much everything that I watch is for spiritual reasons. You know, so I watch what I watch for the spiritual gems or whatnot, you know, for the spiritual message and whatnot. So, but nevertheless, like I said, that feeling that you get, man, it makes you feel some type of way. You see, well, with Yahawashi, man, it's 100 times more magnified. Because, like I said, yeah, as mad as we get, as upset as we get, no one's more pissed off than Yahawashi. You know, and again, because it's this thing of him getting his first. So you see, we can't take matters into our own hands right now, but it's coming. You know, our retribution is coming. You know, because this is something that they're not going to tell you in a Christian church. But hey, to seek justice, to seek retribution, the real reparations, like I said, not through the fake currency, that fiat currency. All right, but you know, having these nations under subjection, because it wasn't just Esau that did this wrong. All these nations, you know, all these nations have touched the apple to the Lord's eye and put their hands on the Lord's people. But Esau, Edom, he caused the most damage, man. He did us the most hurt, the most harm. So and again, he's going to get it the worst. But that feeling of wanting retribution, wanting reparations, that's not an off thing, you know. That's not a wicked thing. You see, I'm gonna go to 2 Thessalonians 1, because you know, you got Esau. Basically, when it comes to what they did to our people, they pretty much try to tell our people to forgive and forget. And you got simple-minded Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. They'll actually do that. You see, and even if we did forgive them, hey, the Lord didn't forget. All right, the Lord didn't forget. The Lord's not going to forgive them. They got to pay for what they did, and they're going to pay for what they did. You see, whether we forgive Esau for what he did or not, the Lord didn't forgive, and He's not going to forget. Or excuse me, the Lord didn't. The Lord's not going to forgive, and the Lord didn't. He's not going to forget. So these devils, they've got to pay for what they did to our people, for what they did to the Lord's people. They've got to pay. And again, one retribution. That's not an off thing. That's why I'm going to read 2 Thessalonians 1:6. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So you see, like I said, unless, you know, your life or the life of your loved ones, or, you know, something like that, is in immediate danger or something like that, you know, unless you're in immediate danger, you know, hey, it's not an off thing to want justice, to seek recompense, man. You know, to those that do us wrong. You know, that's not an off thing. You see, it's not an off thing, man. You know, we want to see these devils. We want to see them. We want our payback, man. All right, we want to see these devils get theirs for what they did to us, man. You see, and it's coming. You know, it's coming real soon. As a matter of fact, because I believe I read this precept when we read verse 7. Because again, the Jake, he was very troubled. You know, he was hurt. You know, he was hurt, man. You know, I'm pretty sure, you know, Jake, man, he had I'm pretty sure he's dealing with some trauma, man, which, all of us to an extent are dealing with some form of trauma, man. Because this devil has worked a number on our people, man. Like I said, all these nations have touched us, put their hands on us, but Esau, he worked a work on our people, man. He did a number on our people. But that's the beautiful thing about this truth. With this, there comes a peace of mind. And I told Jake this. That's why I'm gonna read verse 7. It says, "And to you who are troubled, rest with us." Because again, hey, we're all troubled, man. We're all jacked up. We're all traumatized, man. But with this truth, hey, there's a peace of mind. Because part of this gospel is knowing that, for one, it's not going to be like this forever. These devils are not going to continue to treat our people like shit forever. All right. And again, the retribution is coming. The payback is coming. It's coming. Again, no one wants it more than Yahawashi, man. No one wants it more than Yahawashi. You see, no one's more enraged than Yahawashi. Because going to this, Zephaniah, what is that? Zephaniah 3 and 8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey." Because again, Yahawashi has to get his first. So you see, we got to wait. That's why I said, unless, someone that does us wrong, all right, hey, for the meantime, put curses up on people, man. Just put curses up on them. And hey, them curses, man, they work. They definitely work. Knowing these curses, hey, with these curses, man, hey, you gotta be careful, because it's like walking around with a loaded weapon, almost, so to say, and it's not the same, man, because you gotta be spiritual. You can't just be putting curses up on people. Just like I said, just because you get cut off in the light, hey, let that shit go, man. Because in some cases, even if you don't put curses up on them, if you don't put curses up on people who do you wrong or whatever, hey, in some cases the Lord will still get them anyways. Just because the scriptures say, you offend one of these little ones, it's like you're offending Yahawashi. And if you offend Yahawashi, it's like you're offending the Heavenly Father Himself. So, even people that do offend us, like I said, you get cut off in traffic or whatever, and like I said, a lot of times we'll just let it go, even though it might piss us off, and we'll let it go, we'll let it slide. But nevertheless, that feeling, the fact that we still got offended, hey, and you don't put curses up on them, the Lord will probably still deal with them anyways. That's why, off the toss, man, I just, someone does me wrong, man, I just, a lot of times, because it takes a lot for me to get to a point where, it takes a lot for me to get roused up, it takes a lot for me to get to that point where, just through the Spirit, I'm a very patient, I'm a very, patient man. It takes a lot for me to get to that point to where I get mad or whatever. All right. So with that being said, when I do end up putting curses upon people, hey, and because lately, the Spirit, Satan has been on individuals. Satan has been on people to really mess with me, man. And them spirits, because understand, man, we're walking in the midst of demons, man. There's nothing but demons on these people, and they're even though the people, the actual individual may not know, but nevertheless, the demons in them, they know who we are, so they're gonna mess with us. If we be of the elect, they know who we are, so they're gonna mess with us. And I've been, more and more, like I said, I don't just hand out curses left and right. No, it takes a lot for me to get to that point. Because like I said, a lot of times someone ends up offending me. It's not even worth my, wasting my breath. It's not even worth me putting them curses up on them. But the simple fact that, we get offended, hey, the Lord will deal with them anyways. Just because, And I just say all I just said because, again, them curses, man, like I said, them curses, they work, man. Hey, praying in the name of Yahawashi Shai, period, it works. There's definitely power in the name of Yahawashi Shai, man. Especially when you put curses up on people, man. Like I said, you can't just be handing out curses left and right. Just because someone looks at you wrong, or just because, nah, man. Like I said, be spiritual. So Nevertheless, going back to this again, it says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey." Because again, Yahawashi, no one wants it more than Yahawashi. No one's more enraged than Yahawashi. All right. No one wants to take these devils out of power more than Yahawashi. You know, no one wants to come back and you know, no one wants it more than Yahawashi, period. So with that being said, again, Yahawashi, he has to get first dibs first. You see, Yahawashi has to get his first. All right, because by default it's his anyways. You know, by default it's his. And, you know, it's beautiful because going back to the Jake, man, you know, we were bringing these precepts out, man, and you know, it resonated with his spirit. You know, it resonated with him. You know, he was feeling it. Because again, the Jake was tired, man. You know, like I said, Jake is tired, man. Jake is tired. Jake is tired, man. You know, and that's why I read that, because it said, "Rest with us." So those of you that be troubled, rest with us. Because like I said, with this truth, there's a peace of mind, man. You know, there's a peace of mind, and you know, you can just see the spirit on the Jake light up as we bring these precepts out. You can see his spirit light up, because it made sense. Because again, the part of this gospel is, hey, it's not gonna be like this forever. These devils are not gonna continue to just have their way with us forever, man. No, man. You know, we are the people of the Lord's eye, man. We're the apple to his eye. And hey, man, the Lord's coming back to avenge us real speedily, real soon. But we have to wait, because the Lord has to get his first. When you read on, it says, "For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." And you see, man, because again, no one is more enraged than Yahawashi. Because when Yahawashi shows up, it's going to be as if the Heavenly Father himself is showing up. Because Yahawashi, man, he's coming with a chip on the shoulder, man. He's coming to prove a point. You see, scriptures talk about how the Lord, he's coming. Scripture says that I will not meet thee as a man. Scripture say I'm not. You know, he's going to come as a travailing woman. The Lord, when the Lord, he's pretty much going to black out, man. When Yahawashi comes, he's pretty much going to black out. He's going to, there's not going to be any games. Even the elect, those that make it, when you read in Revelation 11, it talks about how those that get beamed up in those chariots, man, they're going to be looking down and affrighted. Because, when Yahawashi comes, he's coming to get busy. He's coming to get busy. He's coming to show up, and he's coming to show out. And it said, because it said, "For my determination is to gather the nations." So see, this is the Lord's determination. This is something that Yahawashi has been meditating on for over 2,000 years. But the Lord cannot wait to come back and get busy. The Lord cannot wait to come and avenge his day. Like, the Lord can't wait. He can't wait. You see? Because again, you know, we think we're mad. We think we're, you know, well, listen. Again, it said, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey." So we got to wait. You know, we want to get our hands on these devils now. We want to, you know, smack Edomite now. You know, we want to grab these devils now. We think we're impatient. Imagine how Yahawashi feels. Imagine the spew of emotions that Yahawashi is feeling. The Lord can't wait. The Lord can't wait. You know, and this is something that I wanted to bring out to the Jake before he walked off, but I didn't get a chance to. Here in Revelation 1:7, it says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Amen." Because contrary to popular belief, again, Yahawashi, he's coming to get busy. He's coming to wreak havoc. Contrary to what these people think, Yahawashi is not coming whatsoever to give hugs and kisses. All right, all that's going to come later on, after the destruction. You know, all that's going to come later on to the elect, to those that stuff stiffly for the Lord. You know, the crowning process and all that, the drinks, the cheers, you know, the toast, right? All that's going to come later on. But when Yahawashi comes, he's coming. It's going to be straight business, man. But again, because to the point, it said, it said, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. So you see, because again, we think we're mad, we think we're frustrated, we think we're tired, we think we're vexed, so on and so forth, which we are. But how much more Yahawashi? Because again, he has to get his first. Because, hey, you think Yahawashi forgot about those that pierced him? Hell no. You think Yahawashi forgot about those Roman soldiers, those Edomites that pierced him? No, he didn't. You see? And when Yahawashi comes, hey, because whoever they are today, wherever they are today, those Edomites that pierced Yahawashi, hey, they got to get theirs. They got to get theirs. You see? But the whole point being that, hey, Yahawashi has to get his first. Because, hey, again, the Lord didn't forget those Edomite soldiers that pierced him. He didn't forget that. Like I said, this is the day that the Lord's been meditating on for over 2,000 years. Yahawashi can't wait to come back and avenge his elect and subdue all his enemies. And to take these devils out of power. The Lord can't wait. We think we want it, which we do. Hey, but how much more when it comes to those emotions with Yahawashi? How much more, we can only imagine. We can only imagine. But no one wants it more than Yahawashi. So we got to wait. Because again, Yahawashi, he has to get his first. And like I said, I wanted to tell the Jake this before he walked off, but didn't get a chance to. All right. But the Lord didn't forget what Esau did to him. Those soldiers, those Edomites that pierced him. The Lord didn't forget that. The Lord didn't forget what, these devils did to his people. The Lord didn't forget none of these things. But we have to wait. Because we can't render evil for evil. Like I said, of course, you got to defend yourself in certain situations, certain circumstances. But overall, man, hey, vengeance belongs to Yahawashi Shai, and Yahawashi, he has to get first dibs first. So we got to be patient and wait until the Lord to wait for the Lord our big brother to avenge us. But hopefully this was edifying, giving all praise to Yahawashi Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Yahawashi Shai brought a thumb to you, hopefully elect. Lord, want to get to next time. Shalom.